In our sundown perambulations of late, through the outer parts of Brooklyn, we have observed several parties of youngsters playing base, a certain game of ball. The game of ball is glorious. Walt Whitman. Game 7 of the 1919 World Series ended with a bang. The official story was that a grease fire from a small hot dog cart spilled oil everywhere, killing 11 people. The owner of the hot dog cart in question, Carr Towner, was disgraced, a reputation that has marred his legacy ever since. Seeking the truth, his family has been pushing a different theory since that fateful day in Chicago.
In those days, manslaughter was just a slap on the wrist, Did Grandpappy Carr go to jail or anything? No, of course not. But the damage was done. Our family's lifeblood was hot dogs, selling hot dogs. That was the dream. And we switched to oranges, but by that point, who cares? Nobody wants an orange. Hot dogs are baseball's meat. No, it was those robots, I'm telling you.
Towner is, of course, referring to the 5 androids created in a lab to fight for the United States in World War I. Lifelike, hilarious, and sworn killers, these androids fought to turn the tide of the war.
Like all soldiers, the warbots encountered a lot of downtime in the trenches and had to take up various hobbies, needlepoint, 10-pin bowling. Some of them learned to play baseball, and in fact, took such a liking to baseball that several of the warbots missed the Battle of Berlin in a tight game. This resulted in the death of thousands of soldiers, but we hear that the warbots won the game.
After the war, 4 of the 5 warbots were publicly decommissioned. Unconfirmed reports suggest that the 5th warbot escaped being decommissioned altogether and joined the White Sox. Everyone knows the Sox won every single game that year, but was it due to a robot? Atticus Chessman was born in Hamilton, Ohio, sometime around 1895. Chessman served in the war and fought bravely in the trenches on the Western Front. He returned home a war hero. Following that, he turned to baseball. He seemed faster and stronger after the war than his friends remembered.
Ever since his return, he's been a lot faster and stronger than I remembered.
Was Chessman, in fact, not Chessman at all?
We've had teams that have done pretty detailed forensic digital analysis comparing photos of the warbots to Atticus Chessman, and there are superficial similarities. They're not conclusive, though. We have no reason to believe that Atticus Chessman was a warbot.
Another commonly discussed piece of evidence for the theory is the audio from Game 7, moments before the disaster occurred.
There's the pitch, and Chessman slams the ball to the edge of the park. What a hit! And there he goes, rounding the bases as fast as a machine. Look at that shining example of a human baseball player go. Literally, he's shining from his glorious human sweat, glistening off his human skin. I've never seen anyone move so fast.
It was the explosion heard round the world. As they always say, that blew up like the hot dog cart at the 1919's World Series in Chicago. Chessman's sudden disappearance from the public eye after the game didn't help to quell the rumors. And so the question remains, was the tragedy caused by a grease fire, or was it, in fact, a warbot who overheated and exploded? We may never be certain. What is certain, however, is the unwavering and magnificent tradition of American baseball. The game of ball is, indeed, glorious.